watch it over by if you get it.
Oh, good, ask her.
I don't have any money.
Same here.
Oh my God, we're on film already. Gotta have it.
Hi.
Everybody to do is to make sure people stay on the tour route. We can't have them
You gotta look for one.
jumping
Right,
underneath the tape and stuff and trying to get in by the machines in different departments.
What do you want? At 9:30, Tim Myers is going to be here to give everybody, all the volunteers, a quick talk.
Great,
Okay.
great. So then I don't have to run myself ragged.
So just staying here till 9:30 then?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We really go.
First flight, that would be good. Oh, Virginia.
He's doing something right now for me.
Right. A lot of displays.
We want to keep people on the tour route. You know, we have taped everything off, for a reason. You know, we don't want anybody getting hurt. I know the question's going to come up. You may be approached as, yeah, I just want to take them to my job, show them where I work. Well, yeah, I would love to do that, but we can't. So, if we could all, stick by that. I would hope that no one would be confrontational with anybody here as far as pushing through, saying, I'm going to take them down to my area. But if they are, don't get into confrontation with them. I'll have people in every building. So, if they're roving from heat or anything like that, please let us know, and we'll get the medical attention that is needed. But it's going to
Have to sweat anymore?
Here's some paperwork. Here's some paperwork.
Unless you want to see how it goes, and I'll run off and get one. Go ahead.
Okay, we're glad to have you back. Okay, we're going to keep it going to 2088. Oh, Frank, hey, man, how you doing, buddy? Good. How you doing? Welcome to Kenosha. 5 pounds.
One is it.
Morning. Hey, good morning. Yeah, there's a couple. Buddy. You can go along with your picture taking.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hi.
Morning, folks. Welcome. Morning. Morning. How you doing, buddy? What's good? Morning. Great shot. How you doing? We'll give you an application when you leave, okay? Morning. How you doing? Morning. Hey, how you doing? I recognize that guy. He looks just like. How you doing? Hey guys. I know who this is. Morning. Morning. I bet it's my mom and dad.
Hello, dear. How are you? Good.
Ready? Hi, I'm Frank Storino. I work in the engineering unit for Local 72 here at Kenosha Engine Plant. I have a 1968 Javelin here. It's the original owner bought it in Portland, Oregon. We just dropped a 1974 360 AMC engine in it. We had to attach a 727 transmission to her. She has original 76,000 miles on her, and the original color was the green, and she just runs like a charm. Okay, I'll make your one, okay? Here, I'll make you one.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Doris J. Evans from Racine, Wisconsin. I retired from here, Chrysler, in 1988, and I think things are wonderful. The change is wonderful. It just goes to show you that we early people paved the way for the newer people. God bless.
Okay, my name's Ken Rasecki. I worked here before the war on airplane engines, and after I got out of the service, I came back. And I just got to say this, you guys got it made, you people, because it was nowhere like this when I worked there. It was dirty. But hey, this is a beautiful plant now. I'm really amazed. I'm glad I came on this tour.
I haven't been in this plant for over a year. I retired last year. It's really looking super nice. I'm very impressed, and I hope you keep up the good work.
Hello, my name is Marcella Molinaro. I'm a retiree from AMC, and I think the place is really beautiful. I'd like to come back, but I guess I'm too old to do that. But I think it's very, very nice. You're having a good lunch here, and pretty hot. I took a little break and got off of my bad knee for about 20 minutes, but I really enjoy the plant. I think it's really great. And I love the shirts that say Nash. My father used to work for Nash. I'm going to try and come back and get one of those shirts. And thank you very much. Have a good day.
This is my second time down here, and I really like what I see this time. The new plant is unbelievable. And I think you guys down in Chrysler, down in Kenosha here, you do a wonderful job. And I myself, I think I would just ready to work right away. It's nice.
Everybody say hello.
What are those like? You'll go right up past the dog track, right up through there. And then
Hi, my name is Dave Luzar. This is my 1963 Dodge M37. It's a 3/4 ton troop carrier. It was produced from 51 through about 68, so it saw service in both Korea and Vietnam. It's made for hauling people and cargo. It's got fold-down rear seats. I bought it about 6 years ago. Just did some basics to it, little paint job, put a hardtop on it, redid a few things. Didn't have to put a lot into it. New tires, took the old Army treads off. It was made for basic rough use and off-road use. It's got a 6-cylinder flathead, 230 cubic inch engine. It's a 24-volt ignition, watertight ignition. It's got the snorkel exhaust, and I've got an intake so you can run through the deep water with it. And it was just a utility truck, and the government let them go to different municipalities for municipal work, and they were used for snow plowers, fire trucks. This saw service in Lake County, I believe, some garage there. But it's a fun thing, and it's no power steering, no power brakes. It's a chore to drive, but it's mostly for off-road, which I'll be putting it to use there too.
That's a beautiful car.
This is our car. You see this here? This is a collar. This car costs how much, dear?
$40,000.
$40,000, a mere $40,000. No big deal. Look at this. Note the detail and all this jazz. This is Jack's car. He wishes. He wishes. One of these.
You know, the manpower, they put the action plans in place, and it happened. And came in this morning. Everything's, you know, all set up, and everything has gone, you know, without a hitch so far, with the exception of one thing: the microphone for this thing. Okay. And since I was the Walmart greeter all morning, I'm losing, you know, my voice. So just bear with me, and we'll get this thing, you know, through. All right. Yep. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Bob Hollingsworth. I'm the proud plant manager of Daimler Chrysler's Kenosha Engine Plant. But before we get started, You know, I want to thank Al Lucci, Bob Furman, and the remaining committee members for having the foresight to recognize this facility for 100 years of auto production, you know, at this location. There have been some great innovations that have taken place, you know, over the years. Too numerous to really, you know, to go into detail, but I'm going to do my best. But because of the heat and because of my voice, I'm going to try and keep my comments brief. Okay. There's a few people that would like to say a few things. One is John Drew, who will be here, you know, shortly. One is Bob Furman, chairman of the Kenosha Historical Society. Then we have our mayor, John Antaramian, and Wayne Everett, who's the new engine project manager, and he's a former plant engineer for AMC, no stranger to us. This historical marker honors the progress the company, the city, and the overall country has made within the last 100 years. I'm truly honored to be a participant. This new facility displaced a series of old historic buildings. One was the original Sterling Bicycle Office Building, which was built in 1895 and taken over by Thomas B. Jefferson in the production of his first automobile in 1902. This was a year ahead of Ford, okay, when they introduced mass production in 1903. Rambler had many, many firsts. By 1910, this automotive facility was the largest in the United States. Can you believe that? In 1918, we built the largest number of trucks right here at this facility. Jefferson Auto was the first to have wheels easily removed that were interchangeable. In 1960, this Kenosha plant was the largest in the United States with a capacity to produce over 600,000 automobiles. Nash was the first to have seat belts, resulting in savings of many lives, you know, over the years. Nash was the first with a unitized body. Nash was the first with fold-down seats for traveling. And the AMC Eagle, do you remember that? The AMC Eagle was the first U.S. car with four-wheel drive. And like I said, there are many, many, many more, too numerous to mention. Joe DeRose, head of the state's Historical Society for Historical Preservation, helped and approved this marker for site erection and for the state register. In 1990, I had the opportunity to come here as operations manager. I took one look at the place, and I thought, like many of you, that this place was bound to be closed down. Okay, and the city of Kenosha would eventually become a ghost town. But due to the spirit, you know, of the people here, that was not the case. If you take a look at that building, that's just the latest accomplishments based on the dedication and efforts of all the people here, union and management. And as a result, this plant has prospered, and so is the city of Kenosha, because right now the city of Kenosha is one of the finest places in this country, okay, to live and to work. No ghost town here. This morning's testimonial is a tribute to the spirit, you know, of all the folks, you know, that made it happen here. Okay, the spirit of Kenosha, you know, is great. The spirit of this plant, you know, is great. Okay, and once again, I would like to thank the Historical Society, okay, for dedicating this monument. Okay, now I'd like to invite John Drew up to the podium for a few words.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm a little bit late. Just like everybody else, I got caught up in showing my family the plant. You know, we do this, you know, we go into that plant every day and we don't even really realize how significant it is, what our efforts produce. Kenosha has every right to be extremely proud of our heritage and to celebrate our heritage. And we're fortunate that we have people like Vince Ruffalo and Wayne who have taken steps to preserve our heritage. You know, you go by these markers all the time out on the highway, and I guess I never thought I'd see one dedicated to automotive production in Kenosha. You know, immigrants came here from all over the world. Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Central America, African Americans from the South came here. We all came together, and over the years we've built some outstanding products. We've got a lot of people that are very proud of the products that we've built, and they're coming here to Kenosha this week to show them off. I thank all of those whose efforts went into putting together this fitting tribute, this lasting memorial to automobile production, and a lasting memorial to the workers who made that possible. So for all those who did that, I thank you very much on behalf of UAW Local 72.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you. When you think back, it's a remarkable achievement, 100 years of automotive production in our community. And it's a remarkable achievement because you had so many companies involved. And we were basically standing at the site of the old Sterling building, where it's all started. Because of the manufacturing support this community has had, people here have had the opportunity to have a good life, good paying jobs, and the automotive industry has been the major player in that. And so we're very pleased to be here in honor of those men and women who work so hard to make our community a better community. And this dedication today points in that direction of how people came together to provide and make sure that this facility that you see today is here. And that goes to everyone, because it could not be done by any one group by itself. Labor, management, government, all working together to make it happen. So congratulations to everyone who's here, and congratulations to both of you for all the fine work that you have done. So thank you for having me.
I'm Bob Furman, I'm the Executive Director of the Kenosha County Historical Society, and just like to make a few remarks on behalf of the Kenosha History Center. As Kenosha marks the end of its first century of automotive manufacturing, it is fitting to have a state historical marker unveiled to commemorate all the hard work and toil that characterizes this industry. The marker we see here today calls out the role of the auto marquees produced here in Kenosha, which I suppose is the short and easy way to recount this important facet of local history. However, the history that is behind this marker is more than the simple progression of company ownership. It is the history of entrepreneurs, men like Tom Jeffery and Charlie Nash to be sure, but then again it is so much more. It is the story of people getting up every day and going to work at the motors, putting in long hours over many years to build better lives for themselves and their families. It is the story of workers on the line, as well as managers, supervisors, and union officials. It is the story of good times and some not so good times, mergers, takeovers, and in the end, it is the story of all these things combined. And it's a long story, well, 100 years long at least. But even thinking in terms of time doesn't do the story justice, because it is the story, the history of thousands of people who were part of this industry that in many ways defined Kenosha in the 20th century. Now, historical markers are a wonderful way to bring to mind important parts of our history. And we are here today for the marker. But the point of this is that the marker is really here for you, to serve as a reminder of everything behind a century of automotive production and manufacturing. Also, it is a signpost to the future, as Daimler Chrysler obviously recognizes by their continued presence in Kenosha and their support of this marker. Even as we work today to preserve and present the history of the last 100 years of automotive production, the people who work in these buildings nearby are writing new chapters in this story. And who knows, in another 100 years, there may be a need for a second marker placed here to commemorate the hard work and innovations of another century of Kenosha's contribution to automotive manufacturing and production. In the meantime, I hope that everyone enjoys another beautiful, hot Kenosha summer day and has fun sharing some of your own memories of your contributions to Kenosha's industrial century. Thank you.
Okay, Wayne Everett, say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's pretty hard to follow this group of professional dedicators, but I started with American Motors 40 years ago, and I worked for American Motors, Chrysler, and now Daimler Chrysler ever since. I'm very, very proud, along with each of you, to be part of this great historic event today. And in addition to this beautiful brass plaque you witnessed dedicated here today, I'd like to call your attention to the maple tree across the street. This tree is a majestic, living memorial to the hard work, innovations, dedication of all you retirees, employees, and friends. This majestic hard maple stood here and watched the dedicated workers from Thomas B. Jeffery, Nash Motors, Nash Kelvinator, American Motors, Chrysler, and Daimler Chrysler come and go to work each day for 100 years, 1902 to today, 2002, building automobiles and now engines. George Earl Micah planted this tree in the spring of 1902, exactly 100 years ago. He was a boy of 11 years old. His house stood out front where the berm is in front, and he planted that tree in his backyard. George grew up and became an employee of Nash, and he worked for Nash for 32 years. This dedicated plaque and majestic living tree represents the great contributions that you and employees before you have made to Kenosha, to Wisconsin, to the United States, and to the world. And we hope that our children and our children's children will remember the great contributions of the past. I thank you all for coming. Thank you very much.
The employees here at Kenosha Engine truly have automotive blood running through their veins. In some cases, this is the fourth generation of auto workers for some families, that are working here, today. Rosie just told me that her grandfather's house was, right over, in this area, and you still have the door from that original house. Mr. Ruffalo told me that he was hired, right here, where the old employment office, was. It's fortunate, to have, all that history, at our fingertips, and this monument, is a fine testimonial, to the spirit, of Kenosha. I want to thank, everyone, for coming out. We have about 40 minutes left, you know, in our open house. Hopefully, there's still some hot dogs there. There's some cold water, some Coke, and some tempered air. So thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the open house.